Hey, what's happening, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira. With Khabib officially retiring, relinquishing his belt, the UFC booked these two guys for the strap. It was a little bit surprising Chandler got the shot. What happened to Justin Gaethje? I do know that Poirier's busy with a third Conor fight, so I can see the reasoning, but it also sits kind of weird, can't lie. Anyway, let's hop into this breakdown. Okay guys, Charles Oliveira, 31 years old, 5'10". He has a 74-inch reach. His mixed martial arts record, 30 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest, 19 wins via sub. He currently has, right now, the record for the most submission wins in the UFC. Needless to say, he's super dangerous on the mat. Right now, Oliveira's on an 8-fight win streak. In his last win, he dominated Tony Ferguson. Pretty one-sided unanimous decision. At some point in Oliveira's career, he turned a corner, put everything together, became an elite, super dangerous fighter. Moving on to Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler has a wrestling background. He's a former multi-time Bellator champion. Chandler's 34 years old. He's 5'8" with a 71-inch reach. His mixed martial arts record is 22 wins, 5 losses. 10 wins via TKO KO, 7 wins via submission. Yes, Michael Chandler's well-rounded. Right now, Chandler's on a 3-fight win streak. In his last fight, which was his UFC debut, he scored a very impressive knockout over the super tough Dan Hooker. It was a hell of a debut. Chandler, based on his record, looks like he goes on these mini runs, then he drops a fight or two. Right now, he's consistent. Again, 3-fight win streak. Okay guys, so the matchup. How could this fight possibly play out between Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler? Well, the raw power, striking and punching power, gotta give it to Chandler. Charles Oliveira does have power, and he does knock guys out, but some of that has to do with his striking skill and his precision. His striking has really improved. It's more of a Muay Thai based style, but you can clearly see major improvements in boxing. Michael Chandler is just a bull. He loads up on shots, looks like he chases the knockout, doesn't really look like he throws combinations, certainly not a volume striker. So who's going to get the better of the stand-up? I mean, for me personally, I like how Oliveira mixes it up. I like his Muay Thai style. I like his use of range and reach. And I think if he fights smart, he can keep Chandler at bay and pick him apart on the feet. I think leg kicks will play dividends. The only problem is that Michael Chandler can take you down, catch a leg, but I don't think Oliveira is too concerned about that because the ground is kind of his world. If you take him down, you're playing into what he does best, submission grappling. Now maybe Chandler's super confident in his wrestling and his strength, his sub defense to stifle Oliveira on the mat, but I honestly think that'd be kind of foolish. He shouldn't spend too much time with Oliveira on the mat. I think it would be best for Chandler to mix things up. On the feet, he may have issues with Oliveira's range and reach, his Muay Thai, closing the distance to land a power shot. And on the mat, he may have big time trouble with Oliveira's submission skills. So maybe his best strategy is to just mix things up and don't spend too much time in either world. Maybe this will stifle Oliveira, keep him guessing. But Charles Oliveira is a killer. Like I said, this guy kind of turned a corner in his career. His confidence is at an all-time high. He's so aggressive with his submissions. Whatever he snatches up, he tries to break and take home with him. And if it's your neck, if he latches on, he's going full bore, trying to strangle you. He just goes for it. There's no half-stepping with Oliveira as far as submission-wise. That's why he has the record for the most subs. Now, Michael Chandler has the power to knock anybody out at lightweight. He certainly can explode, catch Oliveira with something, and that's kind of like what he needs to do on the feet. He has to use that explosiveness and speed, close the distance on Charles, because sitting on the outside, he's going to get picked apart. Definitely easier said than done. Charles Oliveira in this fight, I like him both standing and on the ground. But I think if Chandler gets top position, it could be pretty dicey for Oliveira. Chandler's very strong, great wrestler, but you can be a BJJ ace, and if you're on the bottom taking heavy shots, guys will like smash you into a white belt status. It's as they say, right? You punch a black belt in the face, it turns them into a brown belt. You punch a brown belt in the face, turns them into a purple belt. So on and so forth. Overall in this fight, guys, I'm going to favor Charles Oliveira. I think he's more consistent. fighting in the UFC. I think he's fought better competition overall. I think his confidence is so high right now. I like how he matches up with Chandler, both standing and on the ground. I think he can finish Michael on the feet. Certainly he can finish him on the ground. Not saying Chandler can't win. He's always dangerous, athletic, explosive, powerful. But I'm going to say Charles Oliveira for me, 60-40. Anyway guys, let me know in the comment section who you think wins this fight and why. What do you think about Chandler getting the title shot? Do you agree with it or not? Thanks for watching the video guys. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that sub button. Greatly appreciate it. Like and share. Channel's growing slowly. You guys are the best. And until the next one, my friends, you all take care. Looking forward to this fight.